So we have a really nice offlaner here. You've given by the default a really nice set of skills. There's movement speed boost. There's damage stealing while reducing their damage. Nice AoE and ult that can be really upgraded to even damage buildings, towers. It can be twice attacked if you go for Scepter, which is of course fine. You're playing offlaner. So yeah, a lot of good things that are already given to you. You just kind of go for a little bit of sustainability, so you can last in fights and be able to static link and survive, and then do damage after. So it's kind of a mix of utility and Black King and some other buffs. So I just start with phase boots always. There's like the static link. Basically, you link with the enemy hero, drain their damage, buff your damage. The problem is you have to keep with them. So kind of why they gave you this, but that may not be enough. There may be obstacles. They might have some boost. For any reason, somebody might be blocking you, or they're trying to like do anything to escape from you. Having phase boots just gives you that straight line, so you can keep chasing and keep the link alive. So phase boots for me is just that directly connected to the static link, so they can break away from this, right? And also for you to just keep chasing them after this expires, so you can keep doing that extra damage. So I think this is really important, even as a first item, to just go phase boots. Second item to just go immediately after phase boots would be Senge and Yasha. Yasha synergizes with the whole movement speed bonus. It's even more. It's attack speed when you steal the damage, right? Dish out the maximum damage stolen. Senge is just a nice way to survive. Like I said, Razor is a hero that has to be running around alive. So you keep this while going, and after it ends, this is also like an effect that lasts. You gotta be able to move around and survive the damage being thrown at you, right? So Senge effect is really nice there, and Yasha just synergizes with the passive, right? So this is Senge and Yasha is just kind of items that always make, and then logically, of course, you can move around, but they can still hex you and stun you, slow you down and things. Natural, you just get Black King. So after these, right, and Black King, there's really nothing that can stop you from just getting in a fight, casting gold, static linking with somebody, attacking them while you steal damage, attacking after you're done with the spell. You keep the damage for a while, so it's just another way where they can't really stop you from moving around, right? You're gonna keep moving with this effect. So already like going pretty quickly. There's phase boots and Yasha for Storm Surge, and now they can't really stop you with spells. You can kind of make really anything after this, I would say, for Razor. There's an option for Pike. Pike can be really nice. You can just keep it on Dragonlance. Dragonlance pretty much helps with the range of, again, static link. You need to be closer to attack, right? Anyways, so Dragonlance give you a bit more room for you. If they get away from you anyways, you kind of have that extra range to keep attacking. The item kind of helps you with that, right? So even if they break the link, you can kind of catch up and still attack because of the extra range. And if you want to go Pike, you can just go Pike, pushing yourself further, right? Logically, if they're getting away, the link is about to break, you kind of just push yourself forward. You keep the link, you keep the damage, keep buffing with the phase boots and Yasha, and Yasha is there, right? So however you want to play it, Dragonlance is fine, Pike is fine. This is kind of the weird the way where I make items where I just don't go Dragonlance after boots. Usually if I make Pike or Dragonlance, I usually always make it after boots, whatever that is, threads, phase boots, whatever. I always make Dragonlance, but in this case, this is just kind of better. You can catch up with the passive. It's not that big of a deal to have attack range. Stats are fine, but it's kind of, you know, mostly to keep this going in my opinion. That's kind of how the Razor goes. So yeah, you can make this. You can completely skip it if you want. It's not a big deal. But yeah, you might have trouble with this then. it's like after this, Shiva is an option along with Assault. Now, Assault is better. Assault is better when you steal all of that damage and you can quickly just unleash it. But I personally like Shiva more because it's an AoE that kind of does the damage, the hold effects, and kind of keeps him more in place. Shiva kind of synergizes more with the Eye of the Storm because it also keeps them in the range of Eye of the Storm, right? So it's just like a preference, I would say. Some like Shiva, some like Assault. So yeah, you can make whatever you want. It's not gonna be bad or anything. I personally go for Shiva. Yeah, but that's it. Satanic is there. This can also be Heart if you want, because again, you're playing an offlaner. You can make Heart if you want, but the reason I like Satanic is if you're running around and stealing damage, even if this doesn't fill up the whole amount, being able to steal damage and then just press Satanic and quickly heal back up. You have some attack speed anyways. That kind of works better for me than making something like Heart or any other item. So it just kind of works, right? It's not always guaranteed to get that max value, right? Sometimes you just break the link, but like still, Razor gets on level 25th level also gets free area attack speed, right? And if this is also Assault, there's a lot of attack speed. You're gonna get the value from heal, no matter what. But that's pretty much it. Like by reasoning, you steal damage with the link, you get bonus attack speed on level 25 if the game lasts that long, that is. But kind of there's always value in this, so it kind of helps you survive further, right? So I just like, as usual, ending the build with Satanic if there's benefit. Also, there's some other items you can make, right? I put them there. Scepter gives you some nice stats and double Eye of the Storm. So 2 targets getting hit by this, you can destroy towers with this, barracks. You have to get it at that point though. It's not that high damage, right? It's 90 damage on level 3 per hit. It's not that fast. It's more like getting it for enemy heroes than it is for buildings, right? But yeah, it's an interesting one to make. You can choose on that one for something. Butterfly always there as well. I know you're playing an offlaner, but this is like a mix. He is agility, but he's offlaner, so with all of this, you kind of get there with the durability anyways. You can steal damage, you can move with this. Butterfly is fine if you want to get it. You can just make Butterfly. Also, much more benefit than with Static Link, right? You're going to be attacking much faster. Faster attack speed for Satanic. So that also works. And there's also one interesting item that you can go for is Shadow Blade into Silver Edge. The way that you can use this, especially with Razor, I just create tides. You can just link. Wait, this is ally. We need the enemy one. You can just link and disappear, you know. So you can link with them. They can't really see you, I guess, like unless they pop dust or anything. There's wards, so you can just continue freely chasing them, being invisible and stealing all the damage. You kind of steal pretty much almost the max damage available, and then you can just hit him from the windwalk with the bonus crit with that whole damage. So that can be used like pretty nicely. Something like, yeah, it died. Level 1 died. I mean, the one downside is that it stops attacking, right? You have to deal with that, but you can still do things like that if you want. It's not strictly connected to Static Link. It's crits. It goes with this, right? Still a lot of damage. You get a crit proc on normal attacks. Fine if you want to make it. There's some funny gameplay, and yeah, that would pretty much it. Decide on Shiva, on Assault. Butterfly is completely fine. But like I said, Razor with just boots and Senjin Yasha and Black King is completely ready to fight no matter who it is. You're gonna be dealing a lot of damage. If they wanna fight you in close range, especially melees, they're gonna be sitting in Eye of the Storm. They're gonna be sitting in plasma field, stealing their damage, right? So always a really nasty target to try to deal with, no matter what. And yeah, that will be the items. Talent trees. I usually take plasma field damage. It's a AoE buff. It goes twice, right? This goes back and then forth and then back. It's like a kind of like a Shadow Fiend Salt with Scepter, right? It goes, releases one way, comes back, deals another damage. So it's kind of like plus 60, right? Because it hits twice. 9 agility is also fine, but I think it's not that much really. Maybe if this was like 9 to all stats, maybe plus 9 to strength. But I'm really agility. Razor is not like some bursty hero. It's kind of slower. You need to build your damage with static link, and then you need to hit, chase. It's not really gonna do that much, I think. And this is AoE. This can hit all 5 heroes if they're there. So much bigger value. Second one, of course, is strength, right? Just another tool for you to survive longer. Goes with the Sage, with the Black King, the whole thing. Always take the strength. I mean, plus 5 standing link damage still is nice also. I guess that's an option, but you know, this can easily be broken. They can push them away with 4 step, they can press Black King, they can stun you and get away. It also has to last, right? It's 8 seconds. Yeah, it's a long period of time. Third one, I mean, if the movement speed is not enough for some reason, with the phase boots, it's 25%. You can have like 50% movement speed out of this, right? Almost 45%. I don't think that's necessary. Oh, yeah, you'll be also having Yasha. So Yasha movement speed with the phase boots buff movement speed, and then the Storm Surge movement speed. Do you really need this? I would just rather take this for more damage. And this gets especially better if you go for Scepter. So even more value. And last one, of course, you just take attack speed. If you take attack speed, the game lasts that long. So much more value for Satanic, so much more value for Static Link. When you steal the damage, that's just damage boost in general, right? So yeah, Shard. Let me see. Yeah, Shard is every time you attack by the spell, and there's a proc on the physical hit. Yeah, you can get Shard if you want as well, but it kind of depends. I usually kind of skip the Shard when I get some items instead of this. It's not that big of a deal really to get it. It's not like Dazzles where he hexes everybody in AoE, right? You can skip on the Shard until much later. And yeah, that's Razor. Great on the lane, great for harassing. Even there's also thing, even when you're running away, you can always cast Static Link when you're low health, and if they kind of can catch up with you that fast, once they catch up with you, they're gonna be drained completely with damage, so they might not be able to kill you. So this is just a great defensive spell. I forgot to mention, a great defensive spell as well. When you're running away and you have this, don't panic, just cast this and then continue running, and they're gonna hit you for less and less until their damage is pretty much whole drained, especially early, right? So great stuff. And yeah guys, that's it, and I'll see you on the next one.